Hi everyone, my name is Justin Yates and I wanted to take a few moments here to just introduce myself and give you guys a little bit of insight about my past, present, and future using the objects I have right here. The soccer ball right here represents my past, the Bible represents my present, and the guitar right here represents my future. Now I know at some point in our lives we all come across the same question of, if you were marooned on an island, if you were shipwrecked on an island and only had three things to take with you, what would they be and why? Logical people would say, I'll bring a water filtration system, or maybe some food, or a knife or a gun to protect myself with. Me, I would pick these three things because each of them has a special place in my life and make me who I am today. Starting off with the soccer ball, it represents my younger years, my teenage years, where I grew up playing soccer in middle school, high school, so about 7 years total. I always played defense. I was actually on the state championship winning team in my senior year of high school, which was pretty awesome for me. I would play FIFA, which is a soccer video game, in my free time. I'd always play as Manchester City because they're my favorite team. I still follow and watch them today. But I remember I would always watch YouTube clips of famous soccer players and would try to mimic their style because, I wanted to be a professional soccer player at that time in my life. So I tried to mimic what they would do in hopes that one day I could be just like them. But that, of course, all changed when Jesus came into my life at the age of 18, 19 years old, where he kind of changed the trajectory of what I thought my life would look like. I'd grown up in church. I knew all about Jesus. I knew all about church, the Bible, you name it. But he really transformed my life because he showed me love that I had never received before. And when he did that, the Bible, which again represents my present, really went from a book that was something I'd read every now and then to something that I'd not only try to live by, but would use it to try to grow closer to God and connect with him. So I'm actually going to read to you my favorite verse, and that is Habakkuk 3:17 through 18, which says, "Though the fig tree should not blossom, nor fruit be on the vines, the produce of the olive fail, and the fields yield no food, the flock be cut off from the field, and there be no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord, I will take joy in the God of my salvation." So that verse, along with the Bible in general, really has been an anchor for me, not only in days that are tough, but also in just days that are filled with joy, good days as well. And so Jesus, once he got a hold of me, really kind of changed the idea of my life that I had for myself, which was to be a soccer player, like I said, and gave me a whole new purpose, which I never anticipated before, as a worship leader. Worship leading to me was, the guy who goes up and sings in front of everybody and has no shame, just completely confident and just full of energy. And I just never anticipated myself being that guy. I'm a shy person, nervous when I get up in front of people and try to talk. But he clearly had a different idea in mind for me. And so I started singing when I was probably 19 years old, and it's taken me places I never would have anticipated. I've started to work at a church. I've been there for about a year and a half now. I'm learning guitar, bass, and piano, which is why the guitar represents my future. And I have actually developed the goal to become a worship leader somewhere in a church in the future. So I'm working hard at this instrument and other instruments as well, and in hopes that I can do that one day. So all in all, the soccer ball represents my past, the Bible represents my present, and the guitar here represents my future. So I want to leave you all with the challenge of, if you were to go home after this or go to your room or whatever, just look around and see what objects are in your room and what could represent who you are, something that you wouldn't anticipate. Possibly just give yourself some time to reflect over, wow, that's something I didn't anticipate being important to me. That really kind of defines who I am. So thank you guys all for being here today, and appreciate you listening.